Go ahead, guys. Gather around. It's not like you can hit me anyways. What's up, Frosher Bros? Welcome back to a how-to Morrowind. And you're probably wondering why you're seeing Equipides here. And the reason why is quite simple. You see, with how Equipides was set up, I do already have a lot of gear to show y'all something pretty interesting. Because you see, on this character I already shown y'all how to basically have insane armor to the point where you don't even need to wear actual armor. You could just go in clothed and still have as much armor as Daedric armor without any of the, durability drawbacks or whatever. But there's another thing. There's another kind of armor that I glossed over, and that kind of armor is the armor of, well, not being hit. And of course, with all the stuff we got, we have all the stuff we need to make some of the best armor for not getting hit. So of course, what we're going to need is basically a nice set of Daedric armor right here. So we're just going to take out this whole set. And basically, what you want to do to make a character that's completely untouchable is you want to try one of three things. Now I am going to drop down a save here, and I'm going to reload to the save after showing you all basically different methods. So this is going to be our first method. So of course, we have all that we need, soul-wise and enchanted item-wise, and basically what we're going to start with is we're going to make it to where we can reflect anything. Any spell that comes our way, we're going to want to reflect it. Let's see how good we can have a constant effect reflect on. We can't really have that good of a reflect. So as it turns out, reflect is out of the window. We can't really reflect spells. What about absorb them? Turns out that's out of the window. Okay, so we can't make ourselves untouchable to spells per se that easily because every single 1 point would require 50, so the highest we can get is maybe like a good 10 or 12 at best wearing everything. So instead, we're just going to focus on being untouchable to weapons, because you know what? At least not getting hit by weapons would be pretty useful. So we can have a 1 to 46, 1 to 47 ring here of, let's just call it 0-1. So we just know what it is. Buy that, and then make another ring. And we're going to do the same with an amulet just for safe measure. In fact, because of how I have this set up, this will actually allow us to do something pretty interesting. But of course, self 1 to 47. There we go. Now, we should have enough sanctuary effects to where we can at least go above 100% and into the great beyond. What does that really mean per se? Well, it means we can strip completely naked, and then we can just say, go on over here, and oh wait, I didn't make a single one of them. Oh, I did. Equip this, equip this, equip this, and we're just going to see how many points we get of each. And just like that, we have enough sanctuary to go over 100% armor, or at least sanctuary. And what this means is now, what should happen is quite simple. If we were to say start a fight with the entire guard out here, they would swing at us, and swing at us, and we look like we should be getting stabbed easily like this. But of course, with just 2 rings and an amulet, you can become completely untouchable. Now, what if we were to do something similar? Well, what if we wanted to, say, avoid spells? Because, of course, with a sanctuary like that, if we were to mess with any of these spellcasters in here, those spells ignore sanctuary.
This is a wondrous encounter.
How could we exactly fix that, you may be wondering? Well, the answer is quite simple. You don't. Instead, you make it to where you don't even need to ever encounter anyone. Because instead, you can just have Chameleon on self, and of course, Chameleon works just like Sanctuary, point-wise, when it comes to enchanting. So you can easily just make 1 to 47 like that. Oh yeah, and another thing. Anytime you would do this, it would require farming up some golden saints, and of course, I should point out that making these items can be extremely expensive. You would want to spend some time with the Mudcrab Merchant, because every time you make one of these items, it's a 42 gold decrease. You want to have at least 42,000 gold for making these items, and you're going to want even more than that. You're going to need to be looking at like 50,000 gold, pretty much. Hundreds of thousands of gold need to be in your pockets to actually acquire stuff like this. But of course, if we were to make this kind of stuff right here, something interesting should be set up. So now, we have ourselves 3 items, and of course, that's a lot of gold done. But now, if we were to equip all 3 of these items, then if we were to look at our Chameleon stat, that's more. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So, yeah, we have plenty for that. So now, just because we have an amulet and 2 rings, if we were to sneak around, I don't think we would be detectable at all. Because as you can see, that sneak meter is actually there, despite the fact that we're standing right in front of this person. If we were to attack, that's critical damage. And our sneak is increasing. You can see we have a sneak of 7, but of course, everyone just aggro to us. But because we're sneaking, and despite the fact that we're, just chilling here, like look, they're right here. The sneak meter is fluctuating, but because I'm more than 100% invisible at any given time, they can't aggro onto me long enough to even want to cast a single spell.
I'm under attack.
Oh, nope. And of course, anytime we hit someone who hasn't seen us, we deal, I think it's like 7 times more damage. So not only can 100% Chameleon completely make you untouchable, 100% untouchable, it can also make it to where you can deal a lot more damage as your melee build. Of course, the only caveat is, well, you're just unseeable, you're not exactly untouchable. Now, what if I told you we can actually combine the two relatively easily? So of course I grabbed a full suit of Daedric armor, and the reason why is actually quite simple. It's because, just so that we could actually have some just-in-case stuff. Because what I'm about to do is basically make a combination.
I can do.
Of course, we can
I am
also
humbly at your
get
service.
ourselves some money back. Yeah, but the fact that you can get so many grand soul gems in the expansion and then just filling them with Golden Saint souls basically gives you so much extra money just right there on the side for enchanting is hilarious. Because you can literally use it for the exact thing you would use it for. Like you would use the soul for enchanting and then sell the souls to get your money back. Just like that. And now we haven't lost a thing. Also, I don't think we even dipped into any Daedric gear. So this should be just purely clothes. Now, all I gotta do is see if we have 100% of each. Alright, so now we got 100% chameleon. We're completely undetectable. Let's see about sanctuary. So, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. So, of course, as you can see, with a full suit of clothes, despite that, what this comes up to is a total sanctuary of, that comes up to a total of 85%. So we have an 85% dodge rate with our full suit of clothes. So of course we're going to need a little bit of help from some Daedric armor, but that is fine. We can literally do exactly that. Daedric face, it'll actually take a helmet slot, so that's actually kind of useful. And of course, it has a enchant value of 75, meaning we can go up to 29 with that. And of course, that's going to be really useful having the Daedric face of God on our side. There we go.
What was that?
We have ourselves 100% Sanctuary, 100% Chameleon. So now, time for us to basically end the video right there. So now we're basically completely untouchable and completely unkillable in every way. We can sneak around, and of course, as you can see, they cannot even see me, so they cannot even know exactly where I'm at. And if I were to be seen, heck, even if when I'm actually standing up, they're still demoralized by the fact that they couldn't even see me. And even if they could see me, now, they wouldn't even be able to attack me with any physical weapons. So I am completely untouchable. In fact, I'm even going to prove that I'm just how untouchable I am by unequipping my rings, becoming visible again. I'm just going to end the video by getting some guards along to try and hit me. Come on. And of course, as you can see, no one can really hit me. Because even though they can see me now, I'm still 100% immune to any and all physical weapons. So go ahead, guys. Gather around. It's not like you can hit me anyways. Well, anyways, that's been all for this video. This has been your bro Froshroo, and I will catch you on the next one. Later! Alright, and that's where we're going to end this.